just hit. We'll see it hit. Okay. We're gonna trip it just as you get here, right? And you gotta really run because and a 1 and a 2, it's about 2.5 seconds to get here. And as it hits, you look at each other and you start off, and what's the line?
You think that bird thing helped?
You think that bird thing really helped?
Hey, it worked! Hey, Rick, you think that bird thing really worked, man?
No, I just wanted to see if you'd do it. Nice shorts.
Wow. I want to do that.
So this is how it feels, huh?
Yeah, you get used to it, kid. Get used to it.
I've never been shot before.
Yeah. Well, you're doing good. Hey, Ning!
Ready and action.
Holding for the next green light, boys. Holding for the next green light. Guys, we're going for a full lockup. This will be picture, everybody. Picture's up. Picture up.
So have it back up. There you go.
And background action! Action, guys! Action!
When he comes, it's like you didn't see him. So you almost go past halfway through and then stop, catch him in your eye that he made his turn.
Oh, okay.
And so we should have some people up there.
Action! Chris!
Stop! Stop! Stop it, Chinese! Go, Chris! Back, back. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! It's a maximum!
I ran upstairs, the guy shooting up guns, did people. It's the old cop talking. Very pumped in your head, yeah. You it just comes out talking. Okay? Huh? Huh? Okay, here we go.
Get out, get out, get out, get out! Man, brother, man. Killing me, man. I got the right to remain silent. All right? That's your only right.
What are you doing? I didn't do
Yeah, I
anything.
know what I'm doing. You got the right to remain silent, right? You got the right to get an attorney. If you get Johnny Cochran, I'll kill you. Action.
Do one across him, because it's great. But then do one inside of it, because it may jump him left or right all the time. Yes, good.
Do you want to do them separate so you have to work?
Separate cameras, use that one. Here we go, ready? All right, and, ready, and, rolling, action? No, oh.
All right, starting places,
That's
gang.
speed for the
Jimmy,
reversal.
you okay?
That's about it. That's speed for the fight, only big intensity.
Oh, okay.
Just
Oh,
On the bell, Tim. Here we go.
okay. All right, all right. Into it. Love you now.
All right. $10 a kiss.
I've always been a big fan of yours, Miss Russo.
Action, Ray.
I'm scared.
That's okay. Just come on, take it in the chops.
Oh, for crying out loud. This is going to be half speed, okay? But now where do I put the gun?
Right here.
That's okay.
Okay, wait. Yeah, I see your foot. Now wait. Okay, I got that part.
You ready, Renee?
Yeah.
Okay. Big head snap.
F mark. Second sticks on
Take your time falling down. Can't oversell it.
Set.
Ready? And action. Camera close. Cut. Action.
That looks good, man. Where's the bruises on my face for the rest of the movie?
No, it's not your face. Gets you in the back of the head right here.
It looks like got me in the tummy.
I
was
once
protecting
more.
my
Once
baby.
more.
Oh. Marker. Thank you. Hey, maybe chewing on will tire him out.
Sharks eat their own kind?
So stop it, you guys got me in stitches, you're killing me. okay, my fish, I'll take care of it, okay? Whatever.
Careful, that tail will break your ankle.
Whatever.
He's behind you, Shark!
Get him!
He's behind
Get him!
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so, anyway, we're on the boat and I see this barrel coming down, you know, and Sergeant Murdoch didn't see it, so I pushed him out of the way and knocked him over. He's a big guy, had to save him. I knock him over, and we're in the water, and I'm swimming, and I'm pulling him, because he doesn't swim good. See, I gotta save this big guy.
Okay. Hey, pull over! LA police! LAPD, pull over! Everyone reach them out! Rick! Knock your finish him off, Rick! Hey, look out! Yeah, I know.
Sergeant Riggs, Sergeant Murtaugh, what are you guys doing here?
Oh, it's a long story.
Oh, man, you're all wet. Do you need a blanket or something?
No, I'm fine, I'm fine.
Hey, somebody get this man a blanket right now. Right now! I just hate it when bad things happen to good folk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. Well, I'd really like to stand around and shoot the breeze with you, Butler, but you look like you got it handled.
Yeah,
so
we got it all together, man.
Yeah.
Sir, take your blanket.
No, that's
Tell
not.
you, I'm telling you, you look cold.
Sir, oh, thanks, man. All right.
And drink some cocoa when you get home.
What I'd like to do is walk the whole fight all the way through so that we see where we're going to take these hits that are going to start to damage the faces.
It's okay when it's in slow motion.
John, you want it more serious?
You want to get married, don't you?
No. Yes.
It's more fun for me as a director. It's much more exciting shooting the character studies of Mel and Danny and Joe Pesci and now Chris Rock and this wonderful new heavy we have in Jet Li, and it's fraught with good characters, and so that's a Lethal Weapon to me is it's really a story about people, and you're caught up in them. It's another generation. Chris is that new generation, and Chris is, again, I mean, if you've seen Chris Rock on television or you've listened to him or you've read his book, Rock This, I mean, he's an extraordinary human being, a witty, funny, great character who never does the same thing twice, and you're glad he doesn't. It's a nightmare for editors, but it's a delight for the audiences because it's just whatever comes to his head flows. So he brings us that it's a whole new energy. This is my sixth picture with Mel Gibson. That's pretty extraordinary. I don't know whether, I guess it's been done before with actors and directors, and it's my sixth with Joel Silver. And it's an incredible relationship that we've developed over the years. And it's not a case that you talk in shorthand, but it's a case that you have no fears about expressing your emotions. And I'm spoiled. It's very, the anticipation of making a film with somebody else besides Mel Gibson now in my life is a terrible, terrible thought, because I just enjoy this man so much. Not only his ability as an actor, but as a friend. We've all become friends. It's a very close knit unit that I've never seen or heard in the motion picture industry before.
It's the little details that do it, I think, that make the big scenes work. And sometimes you're setting that up in the scene before it where you're just sitting around talking about something. I think, you know, if you don't know your characters and you're not involved in their story and who they are, and you don't find them at least amusing or interesting, it's pretty hard to give a hoot, you know, when they're hanging off a cliff or when they're tied to the railroad tracks and the train's coming along. But if everything else is in place, well, then that stuff kind of works better. So it really is, again, you know, it's about the characters and the relationships that they have. They kind of make the whole thing spin.
Yeah.
But he's got some really, really sharp and incredibly truthful yet hilarious observations about life. I mean, this is who the guy is. This is how he makes his living. This is how he's gifted, and you know, he's brought those gifts to this, and tried to like feed them into a character. And he hasn't been like he doesn't just stand up and give a stand-up routine. I mean, he sort of makes it work within the framework of what we got going here. But it's pretty funny, and he improvises stuff, and it's very funny. I mean, it works. He's a real good element. It's the right element. And he's, you know, people might be tempted to think that he's just tossed in here because he's the flavor of the month and he's popular. And of course, those things are very good if people like him already. But the truth is that he adds a hell of a lot to this. It's like the way that Pesci did when he came in, and Renee and all those people. You know, you add new characters, and it's you know, it's like a juggling act over the years, and like we're just adding more balls all the time so that the juggling becomes more furious and a little more hairy. It's interesting.
That's a great comparison.
He's incredibly generous and has always been so, and only encourages me to be the same way back. So that's always been great. But now I know the guy, like really know him, and it's a hoot. I'm having more fun than ever. His thing is, sometimes I watch what he's doing when we're in the take, and I'm thinking, what's he doing? What is that? And afterwards I'll watch it back on the thing, and it's brilliant. I'm just like, that guy doesn't let on that he's doing that stuff. And then when they edit it together, he's got it mapped. He knows what the hell he's doing. Yeah. And he makes it look like he doesn't, which is the beauty of the whole thing. He doesn't leave any tracks. He's sweeping them out with a branch the whole time. It's very clever. See, I still got a lot to learn.
Wow.
You know, but yeah, it's good. We'll do another one of these years. when we're really fat and old and bald and stuff. You know. The beauty?
Yeah.
Well, she is getting better and better oiled. I mean, she's like really smooth. I'm running to keep my socks up with her because it's like she's so incredibly natural. I remember the first time we worked with her, man, she was so nervous. She couldn't, and now she is like so relaxed. I'm like, what happened to you? But it's a good thing. She's so relaxed. And that's what I'm talking about. She's made to feel that way. She feels like part of the gang. And it just comes out, and it's real natural, and I love working with her. Every time I work with her, it's a real joy, you know. She ain't hard on the eye either.
Well, it's extraordinary. It's 12 years, man. Can you imagine that? You know, marriages only last 12 months sometimes. This is 12 years. It's a nice marriage, you know. He snores when he sleeps, but that's all right. And their struggle, which are often physical struggles in terms of the job they do, bring us to bring us closer to them in a sense. Bring us to a place where we become part of their family, you know. Bring us, when I say us, the audience, becomes part of their family, you know. And they trust that, you know. And it's comforting. It's comforting to see cats bungling around, you know. They see that they're ordinary cats, and they may do something extraordinary at one particular moment, but they go through the same thing. They fuss and everything else. They're spastic and everything else, and they're silly. Well, Chris fits into it just wonderfully, man, because he's a brilliant comedian. You know, that's first of all, you know, and he fits in it in a way, and it's interesting watching. If you look at all of us, if you take Joe, Mel, myself, and then add Chris, all of us demonstrate a different type of humor, you know. Our humor is exhibited in a different way, you know. Mine is a little bit more physical in a way, and a reaction to whatever's around me, whatever. And Joe's is somewhere else in terms of it's self-contained itself, you know. Then Mel's is always a commentary on something basically, and then here comes Chris in a sense, you know. And his fits in, and they're all distinct in a way, you know. So they're all not the same people, you know. A combination of all things, you know. I think every one of them has been a combination. Certainly, the relationship. And relationships using the idea, the metaphor of a family, that relationship, you know, embracing, all that's about that. Certainly action is a part of that, and the humor is certainly a part of that. And they always have had something to say, whether it was in 3, the proliferations of gun in inner cities, whether it's in 2, South Africa, and whether it's in this one right here about the situation with us immigrants who've been smuggled in. There's always something to be said there. And for us, I think what is happening is that you see these 2 ordinary men placed right in the middle of issues that they can deal with directly or can have some impact on directly, but are much larger than them. And that's what it is, you know.
Well, Leo came from, basically from the kids at Disneyland. I went to Disneyland one time and I asked directions to Fantasyland. And all the kids that work there say the same thing before they talk to you. They say, okay. And I say, excuse me, but can you tell me how to get to Fantasyland? They say, okay, Fantasyland. Okay, you're here. And then you, okay, I got it, okay. So that's what they did, and that's where I got the okay from. And then afterwards, we knew the character would be sort of fast talking and crazy and nervous like that. But I thought he would be a little more childlike. And so I added that too, which seemed to work for me. How do you feel Leo has progressed, Mel?
I think that
He's gotten more childlike, or is he getting smarter?
no, he's not getting any smarter. He's just, I think, more accepted by the other characters. Huh?
Give me just 1 second, Mel. I'm sorry.
This is a friend of mine who's just getting into the business that can explain, because he's progressed with me with the character.
How do you
so
feel how Leo's character's progressed?
Well, I mean, he's got so many strikes against him. I mean, okay, he does all that stuff. He's the most annoying person in the world, right? And you can hardly tolerate him. But it's through his sheer tenacity of spirit that he just hangs around long enough so that you just got to accept him. Even if he still annoys the hell out of you, you have to learn to love it, you see.
Leo's very childlike, and so he always does things. He leans towards the younger generation all the time, you know, which was why in the third one we had the blonde hair and the earring, the pierced ear, and in this one, since he's progressed a little more now, he's brought these terms that all the kids are using now when they like something. They call it the bomb, and if it's really great, they say it's the A-bomb. You know, when he loses his gun, he said the gun was the whiz. I mean, the whiz is like the tops, you know. And whatever, you know, and the kids do this stuff, talk to the hand, the face don't want to hear it. They keep doing all these things. So I brought all that stuff in because he likes it, and the kids can relate to it, you know, and they think it's a lot of fun seeing a guy like him do it, an older guy, you know.
I think Mel and Danny, just a winning combination. Their humor, people just love them. You just love them together. I just think they're great. I love the humor in Lethal. For me, that's what I love. I know a lot of people love the big explosions and the action, and that's fun. I know for women, it's been great because a lot of women, of all the films I've done, they love Lethal. I mean, they go, I loved you in Lethal. You were kicking it. It's just so great. He's so fast that you can't see him move. I mean, they needed to slow down the camera. I mean, you can't see it. It's just, he's unbelievable. So I have a little fight scene with Jet Li.
Right now, what just happened? Me, Mel, and Danny are chasing the bad guys. There'll be a lot of that this film. A lot of that. Me, Mel, and Danny chasing the bad guys. Me and Mel are a little quicker than Danny, so Danny has to get on a bicycle. And then maybe he'll be as quick as me, or Mel. As you know, Mel is faster than Michael Johnson in the Lethal Weapon series. I believe it was Lethal Weapon 2, where Mel chased down a car. So, everyone saw that, right? So that's what's going on right now. Action. Lots of action and comedy. So, I mean, you're laughing and you're scared and you're laughing, and before you know it, you're scared to laugh. What happens in this one? Well, we all board a ship and it hits an iceberg. And it's just the story of how well we get along before the ship goes down. I hope it works.
I make the 25 movies in Hong Kong. This is the first time I played villain. It's a very, bad guy. It's a very interesting. You know, the character is very young, very smart, very cold. He never used a gun. He just used this kind of kung fu to kill the people. So this is the character. I have seen all the Lethal Weapons, the movies. You know, the actor is great. The director is great. I think they making very good team. So when the director called me in Hong Kong, asked me to come here to making this movie, I'm very happy, very exciting. So I flew over. I met a producer and director. Also, I met Mel Gibson. You know, we have great meeting. we get along great.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Director Dick Donner, he talked to me, you know, you look a different way. You have, you know, where you smile, you know, you smile, you're very friendly, very nice. Then when you change the face, it's more dangerous, very cold. So, and it's kill people. He liked that. He liked that kind of acting.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very happy to work with him.